kuna file ambaye ninahusika ambaye ni file number succession course number 217 of 2003, na nimekuwa nikikuja hapa kotini severally kufuatilia hiyo file. Naambiwa file ilipotea, na ikanishangaza ya kwamba hata wakati kama huu ambaye Kenya imeendelea bado kuna watu ambaye wanaficha files za watu kwa kotini. So nimekuja hapa leo, hii ni mara ya 10 kukuja kufuatilia, naambiwa tu bado file haipatikani, iko missing. So I don't know, kuna watu wameajiriwa kwa hiyo kazi ya kuona kwamba files za watu katika kotini zinawekwa vizuri, na ikifika mahali ambapo watu hawawajibiki, hawabai kuwa kwa hiyo ofisi tena, kwa sababu kazi yao hawafanyi kazi yao tena. So niko na huzuni sana kwa sababu hiyo kesi ni ya muda mrefu sana, na niko na interest yangu mingi hapo, nimeweka investment yangu na kesi imeweza kuchumu kazi yangu, na nilikuwa na tarajia hiyo kesi ishi haraka ndio niweze kuendeleza maendeleo yangu. So niko na huzuni sana kwamba hii wakati haifai excuse ya kusema files zinapotea bado siko.
Kwa majina yangu naitwa Kipkorir Ngetich, mimi ni mkurugenzi ama director wa kituo cha kutetea haki za binadamu hapa Uasin Gishu, inayojulikana kama Center for Human Rights and Democracy. Kuambatana na ulalamishi kutoka kwa raia wengi ya kwamba kesi zao huwa zinaahirishwa ama kuna uwezekano za files kupotea katika mahakama, tungependa kusema kwamba huo ulalamishi una ukweli wake, kwa sababu mbeleni hayo mambo yalikuwa yamekwisha, lakini zimeanza kujitokeza kwa njia fulani ambapo kesi zinaahirishwa kwa sababu ambazo hazina msingi yoyote, ama files zinapotea kwa njia ambapo haieleweki ni nani anahusika haswa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba mahakama isiti kukasa kamba na isiti irekebishe na iangalia kwamba hali ya kupotea kwa file ama hali ya kuahirisha kesi kwa sababu ambazo hasifai iondolewe kabisa, kwa sababu hapo ndio tunanyima wananchi wetu wengi haki yao.
I know that the judiciary has gone digital. So there is this system, the judicial system that we use, the e-filing system. Now from that particular system, it is only a court assistant who can be able to access a certain file. So if a court assistant accesses this particular file, they are the ones who are only mandated to upload information in the CTS with regard to that specific file. So if it happens, for example, if I have a file and the court assistant indicates that the file is coming up on 17th of June, he or she will log into the system using their own password, which they are told not to share with anybody else, not even other court assistants. So it is only this court assistant who can be able to tell you where your file is. So if it happens that a file is lost, then a specific person should be able to answer that actually my file is lost. But if it happens that a file gets lost, because by the end of the day, human is to error, probably the court assistant might have even given it a wrong date, there are specific channels to follow. If you happen to go to the registry and you find out that your file is lost, you write a letter to the court administrator. We have two court admins, one at the High Court, one at the Lower Court. So if your file is at the Lower Court, you write a letter to the court admin in the Lower Court that I have been trying to look for my file, and immediately the court administrator will be able to act upon it. Or if it is at the High Court, the court administrator will act upon it. So if there are any other Kenyans out there who believe or have reason to believe that some of their files have gone missing, then they should call upon us. They call upon the Law Society of Kenya, North Rift Branch. They can make those inquiries from our office. Let them come. Let them lodge a complaint with us. We will be able to follow up on the issue on behalf of them.
Our records is not fully digitalized. Yes, we are on e-filing, but our record is not fully digitalized. When we had a meeting and the registrar was there with the Court of Appeal, we said that we need to embark on a transformative agenda to ensure that every file is digitalized, and every file, once it's digitalized, it can be accessed. by the officer of that registry. It can be printed out, so that the question of really missing files, what I need to tell Kenyans and the citizens here, you should not be able to have the problem of accessing justice because a file is missing. There are two hierarchies. You bring that to the deputy registrar's attention, the record can be reconstructed. The record is reconstructed. How is it done? You go to the other party, if it is lawyer X and Y, to bring the instruments they already have, and you will be able to get a date. The deputy registrar is the one who does reconstruction. So it is not really lost. And remember that the files are sometimes handled by human hand. So the quality of handling that file, in the humanity and availability, you might find that somebody has misplaced it. Instead of being in this pigeon, they has gone to pigeon Y. So the administration we have, under the leadership of the DR, like in my court, I insist that if someone says the file is missing, I then go to his office and say, can you go to the prehistory of this matter and see what was the last decision, what was the last folio, so that then we can be able, nobody should be able to go home that his file is lost or misplaced. Because then if we do that, we'll be promoting integrity of the entire institution. Because people would say, hide my file. Tomorrow I'm coming to court, hide my file. So our support system is very strong in terms of ensuring that no person shall be denied justice because a file has been misplaced. So you might find that in the work we do, some people would even come and say, oh, put this file aside so that it doesn't go to court today. Maybe it's not around. But the diligence of that, if he comes and says, oh, your file, we can't see it, then he goes. Then now he says, how can my file get lost when we have the e-filing? Remember, although we are on e-filing, which we started in this session, we started in 2024. When we launched, you were there, when the CHA launched the e-filing. We are talking about 2024, 2025. Imagine the files here are of 1997, files here of 1986, files here of 1981. So somebody who might be coming to us will be the one of that level. Then if that file is not on e-filing, that file of 1981, that will be a manual record. The files which we can assure you, and I want to really get you can document that so that we can grow together with our people, is to understand what was this missing. Was it a file of 2024 or 2025? There's a range of files which are still manual, which we discussed with the Office of the Registrar, that we discussed with the CRHA, provide the resources, we digitalize all active files which we have. The way the Court of Appeal has done. The Court of Appeal actually as a digitalized record. If you want a file this digitalized, they access it through online. But that's not where we are as a High Court. That's not where we are as a High Court. So we need to inform the Kenyans, the state of this county, help is not lost. Once the first point of contact is to see the Deputy Registrar.
Nawapatia shilingi 2,000 tu.
Ongeza itano, nitafuta around saa 10. Sawa bro. Umesikia brother?
Thank you very much for the very good words of welcome.
The warmth and readiness of this team to make Eldoret a model station for the judiciary. To our stakeholders, you the very best in your next station. Second, a very warm welcome and once again to our incoming presiding judge. Let us be champions for the rule of law and for the people we serve. And now, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to declare this formal session closed. North Rift Branch, thank you for being the bridge between the bench and the members of the public. Finally, I want to
the entire case load, and then where there's also what you call a status report where we are, so that His Lordship can take on the leadership on what he needs to do. So this provides, my lords, the kind of a panoramic view of the station you take over. and so that you can start making entry. And the Lord bless you. And thank you for yes.